What's good, what's good, yo? This is What's the 9 to 5 podcast. It's your boy Solo. And I got another dope person here, and I'm gonna let him introduce himself to you.
What's good, everybody? My name is Davon. If you want my Instagram handle, should I give that? My Instagram handles?
Yeah, if you want, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. It's follow me on Instagram. It's Von Dapper Rockstar. You just see all the wonderful, crazy things I'm into on there.
Alright, word. So, how I ask everybody on this podcast, what's a 9 to 5 to you?
Okay, a 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is just basically your, you just get every day, get up, go to the job. I mean, whatever pays the bills, whatever you do that pays the bills and everything like that. That's pretty much it. It's kind of like black and white.
Yes.
With that, unfortunately.
So, what is your 9 to 5 now?
What I currently do now?
Yeah.
So I'm a logistics manager at Macy's.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, well, actually, my 9 to 5 is actually like 7 to 4 sometimes, most of the time. And it's
for Macy's?
Yeah.
For Macy's, okay.
Yeah.
So that's like dealing with the loss prevention?
No. It's logistics kind of sort of like, so it's like the receiving areas. So it's like getting like receiving like all the merchandise, stuff like that, placing it and all this other stuff, and it's like inbounding and outbounding and everything, with like trucks and everything like that.
So you're in the back then?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. So we don't even see y'all at all?
Yeah. Well, since I'm a manager, like I do have like things I have to do like on the selling floor just a little bit, but it's mostly like I have my whole team that's in the back.
Okay, so you have a team that consists of.
It's about I say about like 13, 15 people. They like range between like my age. I'm like 29, so they range from like even a little bit younger actually. My two youngest associates, they're like 21.
Okay.
They're like 21, but like all the way the oldest to like one of my associates is like 65.
So you're the manager, right?
Yeah.
So how you like being a manager?
It's alright. I mean, delegating and stuff like that is cool and everything like that. I'm more so like the manager that like I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I'm not going to tell anybody to do anything that I wouldn't do. Mm-hmm. So everything like that, it's pretty cool. It's I mean, some days I get to do a little bit less than I have to, but most of the time I'm just working just to get out of here on time. So
how are the people that's under you? Like how do you think they see you?
Respectable. So I'm new to this role. I just got new to this role probably in September. Okay. So I started this role in September from like the previous roles and stuff like that throughout retail. No, they respect me a lot. They even like if I'm working on something, they help me make sure whatever I'm actually working on, make sure I'm good and stuff like that. So it's it's just a respect thing.
Okay, so no problem. So what's the part of that job that we don't see? You know what I'm saying? Like I get to say like you just in the back with like I can say it's easy.
Oh no, it's just it's a lot of labor. It's a lot of labor.
Physical labor?
Yeah, a lot of physical labor. Which is why you definitely got to get like your appropriate amount of rest and like everything like that, because it's a lot of like moving around things and then outbound and inbound trucks and all the other minute things that we have to get done.
Okay, so I think I did it now. So you oversee when the trucks come in?
Yeah, when those come in, and not only just from when we get like FedEx and all types of deliveries and stuff like that from our DC that's in Secaucus.
DC stands for what?
The distribution center.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we get all of that. So we pretty much everything that comes into the building we touch at some point.
Yeah, that's a lot. That sounds like FedEx.
Yeah,
That sounds like
it is. We got the whole line. We got take out the merchandise. You gotta make sure it's properly like set up correctly and everything like that. So yeah, you could monstrous say it's literally like if you're working at FedEx.
It's crazy because like when I hear like logistics, I think of behind a computer screen and probably just monitoring everything like that. So now that you're telling me I just labor,
I do that too. So yeah, it's a little bit
like
on top of that.
like if I was looking for that job, I would be expecting just to be behind a computer screen. Once I touch a box, now I want more. I want more bread now.
Well, thank goodness. So like when I got offered that role, I pretty much put my stamp on like this is what I want, and luckily I got gratefully I got what I asked for and everything like that.
Okay, that's good. So previously, before that job, if memory serves me correctly, you was in loss prevention.
Yes.
How was that?
Fun. It was a lot of fun. Just dealing with the whole, and honestly, it's not only just the whole we get to, tackle and everything with, people that shoplift and everything like that. That's probably like 40 to 50% of the job. All the other stuff is like doing like in-house work as far as like investigations and all that type of stuff like that. Like for our associates, because associates steal too. And but other than that, no, it's fun. That's a role that I plan to go back to as like a head manager if I decide to stay in retail or anything like that. But
sound like you like tackling people.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, like another thing too, like so from like I said, when I see loss prevention, I think just tackling people. What from your eyes, what do like the public don't see when you do the job?
So at that time, when doing this, we had to. It's really just loss. Well, they call it asset protection. That's basically protecting the assets of the company, not just tackle the bad guys and everything like that. So what we also do, we basically just really just like making sure all our merchandise stays in the building and that everything is accounted for. Even when it comes through to the store, we have to make sure everything, like I said, is accounted for. So that's like check in, especially like the high end merchandise, making sure that's there. Because that also leads to like what they call a shortage, and that's the company losing money from either reasons, from either like theft or just back of house, what they call it. It's like basically like store reasons, that it's not accounted for. So yeah, so it's just going through like all of that, making sure everything is here basically.
So how are the hours of that?
Oh my gosh. So that was when my schedule was very it was like all over the place. Like one of my days off was kind of set, but everything else it was like it'd be some mornings, some evenings, mids here and there. So that was a mid is like maybe like 10 to 7, 11 to 8, maybe 12 to 9 or something like that. That's as mid as it get. So yeah, it was like all like over the place.
So your boss, like let's just say for example, if you were doing loss prevention for Macy's, how was the boss? How did they like treat you guys? Like were they saying like, yo, just go, like if you see somebody stealing, go?
Yeah.
Were they like really? How was that?
So it's funny you say that because I was the boss. I was the supervisor for that, but I did have a superior and everything like that above me. But most of that it was just it wasn't making sure like, oh, you gotta catch this person, whatever. We had our way of handling like when we had targets and everything like that, how we would set that, do what we gotta do to get that in place. But most of it was just you just making sure we do like the things that we do like on the store level. Making sure that was done. So
okay, so like let's say like if I steal an asset from on the floor, you like just come through and
yeah we do our thing of like
I mean you can't give a warning, but it's like
no, can't do that. But no, we do we do our thing of like proceeding with the investigation and everything like that. Once we see what we got.
What is the investigation? You see him grabbing it, it's over. Like, y'all come through.
Well, yeah, but that's just what they call it. But no, it's like, you know, once we see whatever's going on, we got all of our ducks in a row. We can do, you know, we got the authorization to do what we need to do. Then we do it. It's pretty much like that.
So you gotta get the authorization.
Well, the authorization, what I mean by that is like knowing, like, you know, what we call it is like our steps in order to do it. So we have to see, like, and it's 5 of them. So we have to make sure that we see like all concrete things.
Wait, I don't want you to say the 5 steps.
Yeah. I can't do that. I can't do that. But yeah, once we see all of our, like, you know, what we need to do to make the apprehension and everything like that, and then it's pretty much a go.
So when y'all get your hands on the suspect, that's all.
That's all true. I mean, you have some that would want to get all Karate Man and Catwoman, but that just goes with the territory.
So everybody that your team tackled, there wasn't no resistance.
No.
I mean, no difficult resistance.
We had a few, but mostly every time it's just like because the whole thing is just like, you know, we can't overdo what's being done to us. So like if they're like, you know, listening but kind of resistant, we can't just be all over the top and try to be like, you know, ridiculous with it.
You can't go WWE on them.
No, can't do that.
That's interesting. It's crazy though. Even it's steps to even being a thief.
Yeah, it's just, I've seen my fair share of things that I've heard my fair share of stories from these people. It's intense. It's intense.
Yeah. Alright, so, you know, besides tackling people and all of that, what do you do that's, you know what I'm saying, what do you do now that's, you know, 9 to 5?
That's my 9 to 5?
Yeah, no, I'm saying like.
Outside of that.
Yeah, what do you do? You know, the real shit, right?
Real stuff. So I model. Big and tall model.
A big and tall model.
Yeah, been about almost 2 years, not quite 2 years, consecutively, almost 2 years. Yeah, I've been doing that. So I mean, that's the good breakup of the monotony of the everyday. You know, getting into that, like, still using my, you know, creative juices and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, because you definitely need something else to do as you're doing the 9 to 5 because, you know, so how do you get into that?
It's something that I've always kind of, I don't want to say secretly been into, but for now we're going to say secretly been into, but it was just like, because of like the photography, a lot of many of the art mediums that I'm into, because I went to school for like graphic design and everything like that, but photography was definitely one of the things that I really, you know, was what that medium was what I was really into. And then like the whole like modeling aspect, not even just for the fashion aspect, but like, you know, what pictures could tell as far as the story that it can tell. Fashion, not fashion, you know, it was something I got into like over even like in my younger years, but also like just even more so recently. And then I basically just had like a conversation with 2 of my best friends, and I was like, this is something I kind of want to do, but I'm not sure. Like, is it like, I'm just kind of like, But I just set up like a first shoot like a couple of years ago, and then it just been off from there.
Okay, so how hard is it to get into modeling? Because I feel like it would be difficult. I see everybody say they're a model.
Yeah, get that. As far as difficulty, I would say, just speaking from the guy perspective, especially like the big and tall like category of modeling, it's very new, kind of sort of. So it's still a lot of like, you know, like groundbreaking things that has to happen before, like, you know, what we can say that we have like a stamp on it and stuff like that. So but as far as getting into it, is honestly just coming with the creativity and everything like that, and especially if it's fashion or non-fashion, if it's like editorial stuff, you know, just come with creativity, set up your shoot, and just, you know, put yourself out there, you know, and then, you know, you get people that see you and everything like that, and you know, it's like everything's pretty much word of mouth now. So like most people, you know, they just put you on. And, you know,
Okay, so this is like a personal opinion. Like, so what would you think will be the difference? I don't even know how to say that. Like, what would be the difference between like I want to say an IG model and a like if there was a if someone said I'm an IG model, big and tall, versus I don't like I don't want to say a real model, but
I got you. So basically, I mean, the IG model basically is just somebody just posting stuff for likes and everything like that. Post for likes, just or just sharing something, or most of those what you would call those. I don't. And if I say this wrong, I apologize. But maybe like an influencer, as you can say, it using that loosely, maybe. Like
but they do get money.
Yeah, they do get their money though.
Yeah,
but also, like from like on the other side of it, like the other type of model, like for me, my personal, I just see Instagram as my digital portfolio. Honestly, like it's just like I post it up there, I share it because I don't want just for the likes. I will like like an honest critique or anything like that. So and then besides from that, somebody that's on the other side of the model thing that you go to casting calls, you go to like different type of like engaging like model events and stuff like that. Now somebody that maybe that's just doing it just for Instagram is just like just putting something together and then just posting it just such and such, things like that. So it's like it depends.
But I mean, but what I want to say with that is I want to make it clear that like it's a difference though.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a difference.
Difference.
I mean, they both get money.
I believe it's a difference. Yeah.
I mean, long as everybody get money though.
Yes, absolutely.
So as like as a big and tall model, is there like a lot of pressure into doing in that?
I would say it's because it's so new. I don't say it's like
I think new is good though.
New was good. It's still like like as far as the female side of everything, they got from regular models to plus size models to like they're popping. But as far as like the guys and stuff like that, at least most of the guys that model are like those fit guys, stuff like that, like fit models and everything like that. But like like bigger guys and stuff like that, this is something that we are just it's just becoming like a real thing. And as far as like the pressure or anything like that, I think just because it's still just so fresh and just trying to like still trying to get the whole standpoint of I'm trying to say this like something groundbreaking, I guess you could say, and that is like you kick off the whole thing.
That's dope though. I mean,
if that makes sense, I hope that makes sense.
I mean, to me it sounds like it's new and groundbreaking. I would want to be part of anything that's new and groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? You could spearhead it though.
Exactly, and just trying to get like like agencies to try to spearhead it and everything like that, because I've even submitted to a couple of agencies and they just said like the market is still too small and everything like that for the big and tall guys and stuff like that. But yeah, my counter to that is like why instead of noticing that it's a small market, once you be like the forefront of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I mean like there are brands out there that's willing to that is working with us, and there's brands that that's what their brand is about, is just helping the plus size community and everything like that.
That sounds super dope to me. So like it's crazy. Like this is my first time hearing about big and tall. Is that like new? Like the actual term? Or been around? Like I'm ignorant to it, so.
I think
not big and tall, but I'm saying like a big and tall. I don't know, like a big and tall.
It's probably I would say like maybe within the past, honestly, like maybe 7 years, it's been kind of a thing. Or if anybody else know, like definitely. I think it's still kind of like new. It's still new, like the whole like females. As far as like their plus size thing and everything like that, that's been around since going back to like America's Next Top Model days. But with the guys stuff like that, that's still like only a few years in.
Yeah. So like when you promote yourself as a model, like who does let's say movies,
Okay.
calendars, commercials. When they hit you up, how do you prepare for that? Or you just go through this is me and
yeah,
show portfolio. And
it's kind of that. That's the beauty of Instagram. You know, if they hit you up or anything, they 9 times out of 10 have seen your work or anything like that. Like it's been a couple of brands that they've sent me clothes and stuff like that. You know, to model for them and everything. So
sounds bad, but yeah,
it's good. So I have to buy clothes. But yeah, so yeah, it depends on how they come to you and actually, but most of it is like because like for instance like it's an Instagram or just social media period. If you're put out there like that, if you have like all your stuff up there, they usually see it, and if you have like the all right contact information, they just hit you up.
So what's the original way? Like if there was no social media, how would you?
Basically, you just need to go and just look up, just look up designers and stuff like that, or just hey, just bring your portfolio pretty much like that, but in a print format. Also, all models should definitely have a comp card. Comp card basically has just like all your stats, like your size, your weight, what's your your trouser size, all that stuff like that.
Is that digital or
no?
That's an actual card?
That should be an actual card. I don't have mine on me, so I can't show you. But yeah, you should always have that on you just in case. Like even if you go into like events or anything like that, or definitely like model casting, like casting calls and stuff like that. That's how somebody remember you. Pretty much like so you just give them your card. It has all your contact information on it, everything about you, so the designer or whoever's going to book you for anything. All the information is right there. So if there was no social media, that's what you use.
Alright, so what would you tell somebody that's inspiring to be a model right now?
Tell them
that has a 9 to 5.
That's a 9 to 5.
And they can't be a model.
You gotta make the time. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like what I do, like you gotta make time. You gotta write it out on paper, whatever you need to do. Write it in your phone, notes, but you need to set like what you want to get done, which level you want to be at on each month or everything like that, or which part where you want to be at, and just do it. Just keep be organic, whatever you do, and yeah, just do it. That's really all to it.
Alright, so in that same realm though, what advice would you give somebody that's trying to be a model?
Some advice.
I feel like there's a lot of aspiring models. I just feel like that. I'm not sure.
I feel like I'm still like the inspiring model.
I mean that at least you got your foot in the door though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's people that don't even they work in a job. They want to be. They probably got pictures. They don't know where to put the pictures at. They're just like, yo, I got a whole bunch of pictures. I'm trying. I work. I got time. That. So. Somehow you did it. So you got your foot in the door.
So,
it's possible.
So pretty much, like I said, just my whole thing, just be organic and original, whatever you do, and then just put yourself out there, even if it's something that you don't really like, as far as I say like a picture or something like that. Just put it out there, get the critique, and that's how you're just gonna keep getting better and better. So don't be afraid of somebody be like, well, you should have did this instead of this. Like it's all critiquing it. Just keep yourself open to learning, because this is it's definitely an interesting business to be in. But yeah, just get out there, just do it. That's pretty much my whole thing, because that's how I just got over the fear of just I look like a fool, but it was just like once you just do it, you find what's your niche and everything like that, and just do it.
Alright, so you know what I'm saying. So when this blows up for you and all of that, you know what I'm saying, would you go back to a 9 to 5? Let's just say future, let's say 5, whatever year down the line, you're good, all of that, you know what I'm saying, would you go back to a 9 to 5? 9 to 5, when I say 9 to 5, well, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I would take some time off, honestly, because I feel like I've been working for ever. But yeah, I mean, it depends. I wouldn't mind doing anything as far as like, you know, if my modeling career, if that really blows up where I don't really have to work. I would still want to keep, you know, myself busy to a certain point. So I probably wouldn't do like a whole like full 9 to 5. Like do something part time, like maybe 3 days out of like, you know, like a 7-day week or something like that. You know, just to still have residual income still coming in and everything like that. But as for like, if it was like hypothetically speaking, if it was like full time, probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I've been out of it. Don't let me become a model. I'm not even. Don't even let me get my foot in the door. I'm out of it. I'm out of there, bro.
No more work.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for me. I'm out of there, bro. But you know, so you know. But so what would you tell people that, you know, is struggling with a 9 to 5, that don't have a outlet, you know, they punching in the clock day in, day out? What would you tell that person, you know, like how to relieve some of that stress, you know what I'm saying?
Totally just doesn't sound bad, but just like pick up a hobby, you know, just pick up something that you like doing there. It has to be something that you like doing outside of work, either, you know, like into like book reading, even something as small as book reading and everything like that, or like, you know, or like people like females and maybe some guys too, like that's into makeup and stuff like that, you know, just figure out something that's, you know, that puts you at like a sweet spot that keeps you, you know, entertained, level. You're not thinking about, you know, oh my gosh, I gotta go to work the next day, and just do that. And like, and if you want to platform it, you know, definitely get your camera, put yourself out there.
So what about they be like, I don't have time? That's what you're going to hear.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny because I kind of used to be like that too, but you honestly just have to make time. Whatever you want to do, like, you know, if it's something that really matters to you, you'll make time for it. So like, you know, just give yourself like a, you know, even if just starting out, just write yourself like a daily agenda. Like, if you do a 9 to 5 and you, let's say you get home, hypothetically speaking, like at 7, you do what you got to do for that from like 8 to like maybe 10 p.m. or something like that. Do something that you are really into, or that, you know, that puts you in that good spot and everything like that. So you can either, like I said, you want to doing it just for your own mental, or you just want to do it for something that you want to, you know, put out there. And that's just using like, you know, time variations, just like loosely, but like, you know, you just got to make time for it, because it would never be a right time, you know, to do anything. So like that moment of free time where you could just be like, just doing nothing, do something with, you know, a craft or anything, or like your hobby.
Yeah. Enough about the 9 to 5. So, you know, before I wrap this shit up, where can the people find you at, bro?
On Instagram, on Von Dapper Rockstar. So it's Von _Dapper Rockstar. And yeah, Facebook, just type in my name, Davon Curry. You can find me on there as well.
Are you booking information in the bio? All that good stuff?
Say again?
Your booking information, all that.
Oh yeah, all of that is right on my Instagram and everything like that.
I think it say Big&tall model, all of that, prices, I'm saying, email manager and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, so what's the 9 to 5 podcast? I'm saying my boy Davon, your boy Solo. It's a wrap for this shit, man. Many blessings, bro.
Thank you.
Word.